Ladies and gentlemen, I am SidAlpha, and my apologies. I will be putting the Police 1013 video on hold once again, as this is far more important than an indie developer blaming myself in Big Fry TV for his own actions. And I know it's frustrating for all of us when we see these particular stories, especially when it surrounds the developers and publishers of such a highly anticipated game as Borderlands 3. However, right is right, wrong is wrong, and Take-Two Interactive can shove it up their collective asses for what they have done over the course of the past couple of weeks. I'm speaking, of course, as the title suggests, the deplorable actions taken by Take-Two Interactive against the YouTuber SupMatto. SupMatto's channel is a bit bigger than my own, weighing in at close to 140,000 subscribers, and who primarily focuses on Borderlands content. Now, I will, as always, put links to any publicly available information down in the description below, some of which will piss off Take-Two Interactive to no end, I'm sure. Yes, I will be taking a calculated risk showing and sharing some of the visual information and links in this video, but as Take-Two has forgotten, publicly available information can be shared in an open format. Strictly speaking, no copyright is being infringed, and as you well know, any DMCA takedown attempt will be fought to the bitter end. Most of this information comes from SupMatto's video itself, and the primary purpose of this video is to signal boost this information and to get it into as many eyes as humanly possible. So please make sure to share this video, Upper Echelon's video, SupMatto's video, and any other videos you see on this from any other creators. As I said, what Take-Two Interactive has done here is beyond the pale and cannot be tolerated. So let's run through the information as best as we can. On April 29th, the official Borderlands YouTube channel posted the reveal of the Twitch extension called EchoCast. The name of one of the Twitch TV testing accounts was exposed in that trailer video, and I decided to go see how easy it was to spot, and it took no work whatsoever. And Take-Two Interactive made absolutely no attempt to hide that information, and it's still publicly viewable at the time I recorded this. The timestamp of the screenshot you're looking at is at the 52-second mark in that video. And when we go to the Twitch channel listed by that username, we see that it's followed by 57 others, including all of the other randomized accounts used by Take-Two Interactive for the private testing purposes of this Twitch extension. This was not originally found by SupMatto, it was already publicly available information on multiple social media platforms. SupMatto and several others followed these accounts so they could receive notifications of when those accounts were streaming. Some have speculated that these accounts might have been deliberately named for the purposes of some game like what we've been seeing with Cyberpunk 2077. However, it's far more likely merely an automatically generated randomized account name through the use of an API for the purposes of integrated testing with Twitch's live environment. From there, SupMatto had released multiple videos containing screenshots like this one of Borderlands 3 information, because while the test streams were private and not viewable, the live broadcast thumbnail would show a still image of the stream, and by saving those and refreshing the page, they were able to come away with a great deal of information. As a result of this, Take-Two Interactive decided to start throwing their weight around. On Thursday, July 25th, private investigators dressed in suits arrived at SupMatto's house. These private investigators were hired by 2K Games, a label of Take-Two Interactive. Those two PIs questioned SupMatto for a guesstimated amount of time of between 20 and 40 minutes. The topics of questioning surrounded SupMatto's YouTube channel and the Take-Two private live streams, StreamDB, the Rainbow Rarity, and other topics as well. Approximately 20 minutes after the PIs left, SupMatto had his Discord server and his Discord account terminated. The stated reason for this was, quote, "Your account was involved in selling, promoting, or distributing cheats, hacks, or cracked accounts." Due to everything going on, SupMatto took down his own Twitter account so as to limit community questions and theory crafting as to what was going on and why, which unfortunately for him had the absolute opposite effect. On Friday, July 26th, SupMatto received 7 copyright strikes from 2K on his videos leaking information related to Borderlands 3. Now, in this, I can offer a bit more insight, as I've apparently had to deal with YouTube copyright far more than anyone else that I've seen discussing this situation. The SupMatto states that 4 copyright strikes and your channel will get deleted, which is not accurate. It's actually 3 strikes, but there's an asterisk there. They must be 3 separate DMCA takedown requests. That is an important distinction because if one DMCA takedown request contained 7 videos to be pulled, it would still be counted by YouTube as a single strike. Now, if 7 DMCA takedown requests were filed individually for 7 videos, then YouTube would indeed nuke that channel from orbit, and that would speak a great deal as to the level of maliciousness involved, as we're unclear which of these two acts have taken place. Also, Supmato and others have speculated that YouTube might have intervened, overturning 6 of the strikes after they were filed. However, from my experience, if YouTube deems something to be fair use, they will refuse to take the video down. This is rare, but it has happened. To me, in fact, 9 times, so I do know wherefore I speak on that matter. We also have no information as to whether or not Supmato has filed a counter notification or not, but judging from the tone of his video, I would expect that not to be the case. Now, as a result of this situation, Supmato has decided to take a hiatus from YouTube and to see in September if he even wants to return to his channel or not. And so that is the information we're working with, and this is the type of thing that makes a YouTuber's blood boil. The information was accidentally put out into the wild by Take-Two Interactive themselves, and a YouTuber was able to use that information to be able to garner information that Take-Two didn't want getting out. The thing of it is, Supmato did absolutely nothing wrong, and he did nothing illegal either. All of this was public-facing and publicly available. It would be a far different matter if he'd somehow penetrated their security in some way or otherwise circumvented protections they'd put into place, but that's not what happened. No, Take-Two Interactive made a mistake, and instead of taking it on the chin, they set about directly investigating Supmato in what I would clearly take as an intimidating manner, which no, he shouldn't have spoken to them at all. And that's a reminder, you are under no obligation to speak to anyone. If they are on your property and they are not the police with a valid warrant or reasonable cause, then they are violating the law if they do not depart your property when ordered to do so. If they refuse to comply, call 911. If they are the police, then give them bare minimum information only and require them to wait for an attorney to arrive. In addition to the clear intimidation, they systematically set upon his online presence, taking down his Discord server and as a result his Discord account as well, and filing DMCA strikes on his channel to keep easily accessible information out of the public eye. Which, when it is done so after the fact, as this was, it is clearly not to limit visibility, as it's absolutely a damage done scenario, but to punish and destroy. Take-Two Interactive has vastly overstepped themselves here, and they should be thankful that this was someone that was willing to merely let things go without too much of a fight. A more bitter and vindictive YouTuber would not have let them get away with things so easily. And as it stands, I will be boycotting Take-Two Interactive, 2K, Rockstar, Gearbox, and all of their products. I will not purchase them, and if I get a chance to review a game, it will sure as hell not be one of theirs. Until Take-Two Interactive reverses their actions and publicly apologizes to Supmato, I would recommend that you all think long and hard about whether you want to give a company like that any of your hard-earned money. Instead of owning up to their mistakes, instead of admitting they goofed and preventing any further leaks from occurring, they've opted instead to attempt to destroy the livelihood of a fellow YouTuber. It is beyond disgusting. There's a hashtag, boycott Borderlands 3. I will be taking part due to Take-Two Interactive's actions, and I hope to God Supmato decides to get a little vicious and seek legal counsel. I know I would. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, I am SidAlpha, and I'll see you next time.